EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
First carry for Najee Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, Purdy. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Second and 5 now. Purdy flush to his right. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. And we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a bout of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Purdy. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 23-yard run. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but got to put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing was like a crowd move to a play like that. Here in the stadium, a lot of receivers streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a second down at 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. A give to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They run with Harris. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. Purdy On fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run with Harris. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up.
A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
He finds his running back, Mixon. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
11.
Burrow will throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And it's a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample, 27 yards. And the Bengals have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, no shot.
On third down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. His second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Purdy. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Purdy. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He finds his target, Allen, and able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin with a run by Mixon. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Gun. 11.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Montravius Adams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 10 yards there to Bengal first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. That keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 18 yards on that one. The Bengals are moving. First down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing now is Joe Burrow on the move to his left. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here we go with Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. McPherson's kick is good. And they will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Purdy, big 4th down play. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Purdy with one final shot here. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going. As time is run out